these extra good-looking lads, Ben Adams, Mark Reed, Christian Ingebrigtsen, and Paul Marazzi. Let's welcome A1! Kulang sa energy, let's welcome A1!
Morning!
Nice to see you. Thank you.
Hello everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. They really landed, diba?
Has it been a long day already? Everyone seems a bit sleepy. One long week. And it's only Tuesday.
Yeah, alright. So, please say hello to our media friends.
Hello media.
Hello, friends of the
everyone.
media.
It's lovely to see you, those who we've seen before, and those who we're seeing for the first time. So very nice to see you. We see some familiar faces. So thank you so much for coming out to see us today on what I believe is our... How many times have we been here now? Probably 8th or something like that.
It's the 7th time.
So if you know it perfect.
Yeah, and it's the 4th time hosting you right now. Before it was the online concert. So I hope you're not yet, getting tired of my face every time you come here.
How could you get tired of that face?
Yeah.
No, never.
Thank you. So I won't ask my question anymore. I would like to give the... They're here 10 a.m.
Some of them briefly saw us when we came into the wrong room.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first in line will be philstar.com. Philstar.com? Okay, you need to run.
Hey Philstar.
You only need like 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
My
Philstar.com.
microphone is a little bit lower than all the others. So I think
Thank you.
Yeah, there.
Is it on?
Is it working for philstar.com?
That dude's microphone needs to be turned up as well.
Just project.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, I've got an idea. Come on over here.
He's going to propose.
I'm not proposing.
So, 25 years in the industry, so what's your secret of being together?
What's our secret?
Secret of being together for 25 years.
Wow. I don't know if there's any one secret, apart from I'm just such a great guy that they just really want to hang out with me lots. That's the only thing I can think of.
The only thing?
Well, only the only thing.
It's all that matters.
Yeah.
There you are.
I think you said earlier about it's our fans.
Yeah.
We have to thank for us still doing this after all these years. We are so grateful that 25 years after we wrote some of these songs, people still want to hear our songs. And when we come here, we're being treated so fantastically. We've been greeted with smiles and enthusiasm and joy. And yeah, that makes us so happy and makes us want to continue doing what we do. Absolutely. Because to come up still with it. I don't know if this
Yeah,
is...
more volume for Christian.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, that's
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, still lower than the others, but that's fine.
Alright, thank you so much, philstar.com. We got Nia Retro 1059. Nia Retro.
Still not working.
I'm actually hoping the mic isn't working so I can do the same.
I think it is working now.
Oh!
Either that, you've got a very loud voice.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, hello guys, welcome to the Philippines for the 7th time.
Hello.
I'm Johnny from Nia Retro 159. My question is from day 1 to 25 years. Is there any significant change that you've seen with one another? We don't want generalization. Could it be more specific? What has changed with Ben, Christian, and Paul?
Oh, this is,
Okay.
so, how are we going to answer this? Because I'm sure we all have
Because
very
there
different
has
answers.
to, I mean, besides a little bit of gray hair here and there, you know.
Well, yeah, there's obviously, in time, there's always going to be the cosmetic changes. That's something that we all go through. Nobody can avoid that.
I think Mark has got better looking. He's a very handsome man, don't you agree?
He needed to get better looking though.
Oh,
Before, not so great.
Oh, well, I think, that stuff, that doesn't matter. But in terms more, obviously, the biggest changes are family. And how obviously 3 of the guys are fathers now, dads, and have kids. Ben has 1 baby girl, Sky, and another one on the way. Christian's just recently become a dad for the first time with Cara,
6 months.
6 months old, and Paul is a dad twice over with Amelia, and
they're just the ones I know about, guys. You know?
This is too loud, this is not even on.
and I think family changes everything because it changes your focus and your priorities. Because obviously everything that you do, every time you travel, you're thinking about leaving your family. And I think yeah, family is probably the biggest change to any band, and actually connects to our new single. We have a new song out called "Call Me When You Land," and that's something that everyone can relate to, but us particularly, leaving our families behind. And you often hear your family say, "Hey, call me when you land. Call me when you land." And I think that's something that we can all relate to. Like, I know that Paul, you speak to your kids every night, don't you? Whilst you're over here.
I've been FaceTiming them.
Yeah.
They're still very silly, and yesterday they just ignored me because they were playing the game. But they're like, "All right, Dad." It's like I was in the room. "All right, Dad." They just carried on doing their thing. But yeah, call them every day.
My daughter yesterday made me sing "Happy Birthday" to every single one of her teddy bears on the phone while I was at the airport at a pub. So I was sitting there in the bar singing "Happy Birthday" to all sorts of creatures.
Any other changes that you've all noticed or over the years?
Well, there's an obvious change. We don't live anywhere near each other anymore.
This is true. We're now in 2 different countries.
Why are these all? No, that's
They've all gone down now.
Yeah. So me and Christian live in Norway. Well, you did live in Norway before, didn't you? You live in London. Paul and Mark's still in the UK,
We
but
live in
opposite
the
ends.
opposite ends of the country, yeah.
Sure,
Nowhere near each other.
So this is actually like a good time for us to hang out as well as doing a concert, because we don't really see each other outside of doing concerts, do we? It's just impossible. Yeah.
Except for at weddings. We've been hanging out at some weddings recently. Christian recently
Sure.
got married, and Ben was married last year, and we had some downtime with each other. We of course we sang at each other's weddings as well. So we don't get as much time together as we'd like. But yeah, that was a nice question. Very, very nice question. Did we?
It's actually 2-part.
All
So
2
with these changes now, do you see each other and say to yourself, I think I'm going to spend another 25 years with these guys, or is it
Time to call it a day.
Well, I'll tell you what, my dad is, he's 78 years old now, and he's a singer as well. And he just did over 60 concerts this year so far. And that's because when he broke through in Norway in the late 60s and the early 70s, obviously his fans from back then will always remember his songs as part of their youth and growing up. And I think it's the same for us, that for those years back around late 90s and early 2000s, for anyone growing up in that era, our songs will always remind them of their youth, and it will be reminiscing for us. If we're 78 years old, our fans when they're 70 will always still remember these songs for that. So I'm hoping that yes.
They might not be able to actually hear us anymore, but they'll enjoy watching the show probably.
But who knows? Maybe when we're 78, we'll be doing 60.
Thank you guys.
All right, thank you so much. Next in line, we got When in Manila. When in Manila. All right.
When in
That is a good question. What?
When in Manila.
Yeah.
I like this whole topic of change. I don't see how much you guys have changed, but I'd like to think I also did not change 25 years ago. I've been listening to your music since I was like 11. Don't do the math.
The music of great taste.
But I'd like to continue with the changes question. So how much have you changed, like when you do your concerts now, how different is it from how you did them 25 years ago? But also how do you tackle each concert that you do in Manila, given that you've been here?
We're so lucky, especially with the technology nowadays, because we can actually check analytics on Spotify. We know exactly which songs are big where in the world. That's a big change for us. Also, there's far more music for us to choose from, because we've been making music all this time. We've never stopped doing that. And that's all I can think of. Anyone add to that?
Well, we actually ask our fans as well what songs they'd like to hear, and they've let us know over the years what songs are really big over here. There we are.
In case you didn't know who these guys were, these are the ones with makeup on.
So
more recognisable.
the concert now, it's still most of the hits. I think the way it's changed over the years is we've just brought a lot of experience, a lot of our individual experience to the show. So I feel like we always aim to make every next show better than the last. That's what every artist, performer does. Same with songwriting. You always aim to make the next song better than the last. And we really feel that this concert is going to be us at our strongest.
How many concerts do you think we've done in our entire career? What do you reckon? Thousands?
It's got to be.
Okay, we'll just say it's like
headline concert.
yeah, like 2,000 maybe concerts. No, I don't know.
We might have done that many shows.
All right, so even if it's like 1,500 concerts we've done, this is going to be 1,500 times better than the first one we did.
Yes.
So that's good. There's the headline, isn't it? 1,500 times better than the first concert.
So simple, just rolls off the tongue.
I know, it's good.
Yeah, we'll be expecting that on the 14 and 15 here in Manila.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. All right, we got our next media outlet. We got Barangay LS 97.1 Forever. Forever?
Yeah, forever, baby.
Forever.
Are you here?
Where is
They were forever.
If you
but
won't
now
be
they're
here, it's not forever anymore. Right? So
Forever
they're not
didn't
here.
last forever.
All right, next in line we got Inquirer.net.
Oh, great.
Inquirer.net. It's your time to shine.
Did you forget that you were from the Inquiry?
You thought it was inquirer.org.
He got starstruck.
Yeah.
So, hello.
Hi.
Carmen, and my question for you guys is, for each member, what is your definition? How do you feel towards when you say or when you sing "Call Me When You Land"? For each member, what is your own definition?
When we sing "Come When You Land," for me personally, I think of when we wrote it, because we'd not seen each other for such a long time, and it was one of the first times we got to spend like a few days together in the studio, in Chris's studio in Oslo, and just really enjoyed each other's company, and we missed each other, and we got to write a song about that really, so it was nice.
I think what I feel about that song, I feel like one of the lines from the song, which is hug them while you can. And there was a time that we've all been through where we weren't allowed to hug each other. Even family members, grandparents couldn't hug their grandkids. And so I think that's, very much in the same way I think about doing these concerts now 25 years later. I want to be really present and enjoy it and really treasure each moment. And that's what the song is about. We want to treasure the moments with the people we love while we can. And with these concerts, we really want to treasure the moments here, that we're here. We can actually, wow, think about 25 years later, the songs that started in our little heads. On the other side of the planet, there are people who still know these melodies and these lyrics. And to me, that's, I think also to answer one of the previous questions, the biggest change for me personally is that I can enjoy it a lot more now, instead of just always looking at the next thing, to be present in the moment.
Yeah, similar for me, the sentiment of the song really connects with me massively. And it always, the thought of, calling your loved ones when you land. We've been traveling now since we were kids pretty much. We've been doing this for 25 years. We started off like, Ben was 16, I was like 19. We were all very young. And we've been away from our families for most of our lives. And back in the day, we weren't actually able to call our families because when we went to Japan, our phones didn't work at all. So there wasn't so much communication. So we're in a very communicative time right now, obviously, and social media is a fantastic thing, and FaceTime and Zoom and things like that. You are able to keep in touch with your family. So we feel like this song is very, very prevalent for right now, particularly with what everybody's been going through recently. So the song connects with me in a massive way, and just that thought of being able to call a loved one that you don't get to see very often. I think that's something that everyone can relate to. And I've certainly had somebody say to me many times, "Hey Mark, call me when you land." And I'm sure all of you have as well. And that's what the song's all about.
And one of my favourite lyrics is in the chorus. It says, "Go see mum and dad." And I think, you know, we spend so much of our time being so busy with our own lives and got to plan this, plan that, go there, blah, but actually just remember to take some time out and go and see the people that you love while they're around for you to see them, because we're all dead a long time. So, you know, just appreciate it.
And on that cheerful note, we think
Yes.
we're going to call it a day.
All right, thank you so much, Inquirer. And we got also Mellow 94.7. Mellow 94.7. Are you here? If you're not here, we're gonna call the next in line. Okay, we got Wish 107.5.
Hey, Wish!
Wish 107.5. Are you here?
We wish you would ask a question.
And wish you a Merry Christmas, I guess.
Wish you
Okay,
lots of
you're not here. How about Pep? Pep?
a pep talk.
Oh, there you go. At least we know that he's here.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Just expand more on the earlier question. Were there things that during your heydays you had not really enjoyed much or appreciated much, which you appreciate now, 35 years later? Whether that's in your music, the fans, or touring itself.
So were you saying what things specifically do we appreciate more now,
Yeah, as it compared to
as
junior-
opposed to when we first started out? Well, I mean, we get the opportunity to actually appreciate what we do now a lot more than we did back in the day, because as we've expressed previously, we didn't have time. We were really caught up in a whirlwind back in those days, and every single moment of our days, of our weeks, and our months were scheduled for us. And we were just caught up in that whirlwind that we didn't really take the moment to breathe it all in and just soak in what was going on. And we were having a fantastic time. It was incredible what we were all achieving together. But we were so concerned with, I wonder what number in the charts this song's going to go to. I wonder what number the next song's going to go to. And it was always, all of our focus was on that. Now we don't have quite so much of that pressure on our shoulders. Now we just feel so grateful that here we are 25 years later still doing this. So actually you just kind of appreciate everything. You appreciate every opportunity you get. Now when we put on another show in Manila, and then we're told that the first night is sold out, and that we're going to do another one, that just fills us up. That's just the most amazing thing. And we never take that for granted. We really, truly do appreciate it. And we appreciate everyone that has afforded us that opportunity, all of our fans that have given us the opportunity to still be able to do that. So you're just going to get a massive, resounding amount of gratitude from us as a band nowadays. Because it's just flipping awesome that we're still here doing this. So that's my take on it. You want to add anything to that? Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.